Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rum and Cinema. Today, we're looking at The Fantastic Four: First Steps in theaters now. And I'm joined by my guests, as always, Nate and Jake. Nate, how you living, sleeveless?
Oh yeah, that's how I'm living. I was realizing as you said it, it's kind of weird this was called First Steps when it's centered around a baby. I feel like the next one should have been called First Steps when like he was a little kid.
He's walking. Spoilers.
He is he?
Yeah.
I don't think
Did
so.
you stay till after the
Arguably he should
credits?
Huh?
Did you stay till after the credits?
Well, sure, that and the after credits, but that's not the movie. That's a different thing.
All
It
right.
didn't happen during the movie.
Nate's already picking. He's already there.
This is the hill I'm dying
he's
on.
insatiable.
It's the title ruined it.
You're
for
the
me.
Galactus of yucking the yums of all movies. Just, I need more and more. I can't stop.
I just forgot that it was called First Steps.
Yeah, it's Colin's tough.
All I think about is Fantastic Four.
How'd that go?
They call it First Steps, so you think it's the first one,
Yeah, they want you to forget.
and then you forget that.
I want you to forget
No,
about all the other
They
Fantastic
keep
Fours.
trying. Yeah.
Remember Chris Evans?
They're like, Fantastic Four, this is the first time we ever did this, guys.
Promise you, we've never done this
Yeah.
before. They're trying to. I started reading the comics after this movie, and they're trying to puppet master us. It's a good villain. Jake,
Yeah.
what's up?
I'm doing good. This is a double superhero movie in a row.
Bow, bow.
And we're a bit off a break, so we're all going to be on the top of our game. We were podcasted out. We're like, look, we need a break, so we took one to deliver an even better podcasting experience to you, the listener.
Anyone who has consistently listened to me, like, what are you talking about? if you're not off for 6 months, it's not a break.
Yeah, we thought this was just normal. Yeah, we're back.
Those aren't breaks; those are reboots.
Oh, and this is the third
So what
reboot.
version are we on?
We're on this
This is the
one.
third one.
We're on this one.
I
This is
don't
the good
know.
one.
We're on this one. Sure.
Yeah, we're on the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
This is Rum and Cinema First Steps.
Oh God.
Staggered. So yeah, we're looking at the Fantastic Four. Third time's the charm for Sorry, I got an intro. Hang on.
Keeping up with the theme of yucking your yum.
Mhm.
If we count any break of longer than 100 days, we're on V6
Ooh!
from in cinema.
Hey, we're on phase 6 like Marvel. We're phase 6.
Ooh.
That's true.
We're just
Yeah.
keeping up with the Joneses, you know? All right, let me try this intro again.
Speaking of jonesing,
God damn it. You guys missed this, didn't you? Third time's the
Always.
charm.
hmm
That was a good one. Third time's the charm for Tanfastic Four is all I want to say.
Fantastic Four.
you can fix that in post.
Tanfastic. Third time's the charm for Fantastic Four, or is it? We break it down in our review of the Fantastic Four: First Steps. It's not getting any better. All right, we're keeping that one.
Now,
I thought that was great.
Thanks.
I want to take you 5 tries.
Oh,
I thought it was passable.
cool. That's what we're going for. That's the first thing our viewers are going to see on this review video. Is me darting around my widescreen
Perfect.
trying to find my line.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're talking about the Fantastic Four:
Line.
First Steps. We're gonna go over a review, and then we're gonna do spoilers, plot breakdown. Then we're gonna play a game where we draft a new group of 4 to represent our movie wannabe heroes, and then we leave you something to watch next time. It's a great episode. Listen up. So let's talk about what worked. Sorry, rating. Let's talk about a rating. What is your one-line takeaway from this movie? Your elevator pitch, if you will, for what you thought of this movie.
Makes me excited for this phase of Marvel.
Okay.
And for the first time in my life, I am slightly more excited for DC.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Nate?
Marvel's kind of trying to do self-contained movies again, and I find that fun.
Yeah.
I'll say it too. Marvel did the Fantastic Four justice finally.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I will agree with that. Mine would.
You were thinking so
Marvel
long. I
sent
thought
the
you were about to
Fantastic
spit out a
Four
haiku.
into space.
What was yours, Jake? The haiku.
Nate was thinking so long, and he's like kind of mouthing it as he's thinking, and I thought he was about to drop a haiku.
575, baby. Fantastic Four was not much better than others in the theater now. Mine is it left me wanting more, but not necessarily in a good way.
Oof.
Yeah.
I agree with, like, if I have one criticism for this, I'm like, you didn't actually have to cut as much as you did.
Nope.
Like, it felt like they cut a lot out of this movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of like, we're gonna explain how cool the Fantastic Four are by doing montages.
Yeah. I like the first montage.
That was good.
Only one battle.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the movie. It's shocking for a superhero movie.
Yep.
It is shocking, but like that part I can say I kind of enjoy in that there was a different cool action scene.
True.
And it was like something that's unique to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that. But yeah, I feel like they could have done a little bit more. Like I think I heard something that like they were really worried about making this movie like too long, because that's like I feel like these these companies like take a lesson and just like, well, this is the rule now. And people were saying that the movies were getting too long, so they're like, fine, 90 minutes, that's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how long this movie actually was.
It's like 2 hours.
I feel like
10.
you could have used another half hour, and I would have enjoyed myself.
I
really?
agree. Yeah, it was 210. Yeah, I think right around there.
I was like, this was not a short movie.
No, but it did feel like it was missing something. It was like it's like you went to a restaurant and like you didn't get one of your sides, but you're not sure you wanted to order in the first place, you know?
I'll give you this. It was 1 hour 55, and I feel like the order was under 2 hours, and Superman was 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I could have used another 15 minutes of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's fair. Would you recommend this movie to someone who doesn't like superhero movies? Like, they're kind of burnt out on superhero movies. Do you think they'd like this movie?
I think it's fresh enough. It doesn't follow the normal superhero movie formula, right? And I think that's why people got superhero burnout. They were coming out too much, and they were all really formulaic. This and Superman, both, you're going to hear tons of comparisons between the two this episode, I'm sure. They both freshened it up, and they also both, right, we're skipping the origin, right?
Yes.
You know who the Fantastic Four is, and if you don't, we're gonna work in this little montage in about 2 minutes to explain the backstory, right? We don't need more origin movies, so I'm glad they hopped right in. And it was different than the others, so I would recommend this to anybody to give it a fair shot.
When I read this question, it's funny. I was thinking like, just who doesn't like superhero movies? It's just like, no, like, because this to me is like more of a superhero movie for the same reasons I was saying than like just an action movie punch 'em up like a lot of the Marvel movies that get flack are. Like the Marvel movies that everyone like says they like, you know, take away are like, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy. The ones that like changed it up and just went and showed us like cool different shit instead of just to punch 'em up. So like I would recommend this to someone who says they're tired of like the formula. Yeah. if they just don't like superhero shit, then I would say no. Like this is a very superhero-y movie.
Yeah, I think
And they like lean into it. They're not afraid of it.
if I had to tell somebody who was like me, I was out on superhero movies for the most part. Like I like Batman and I like Spider-Man. Superman got me back into it more than the Fantastic Four did. I think if I hadn't seen Superman but I just saw Fantastic Four, I'd still be out on superhero movies. I think Superman got me like itching enough to be like, ooh, I like this stuff again.
Yeah, you're just curious again about the genre.
Yeah.
And to me, there's also promise with like where we are in the Marvel cycle, right?
True.
We're clearly setting up, as we proceed into the next, no, what do they call them? Not
phase.
Generations. Yeah, the next phase. And the Fantastic Four are clearly going to be a big part of that.
The Fantastic Four phase. 6.
Ooh.
And the Furious.
The Fantastic Four 6 phase.
The Fantastic Four phase 6 and the Furious. What was your favorite thing that this movie nailed? What worked?
I want to shout out the retro futuristic aesthetic. I think it worked out really well.
Sick.
It let them have a lot of fun with it. And again, I think kind of what Nate was saying, like it's very much a superhero movie. They leaned into it and they're like, oh yeah, this one takes place in a universe with, they have futuristic high tech, but also everything's like, it's like, I saw it compared to Jetsons a lot, right? Like it's high tech, but it also looks retro.
It's still the 60s.
Very cool aesthetic. And I think it fit really well.
Yeah, the world they built was awesome. It was cool to hang out in that world for the 2 hours. I would agree with that.
Yeah. My answer, I think I already said before, it's like they sent the Fantastic Four into space, which is all you need to do to like win over Fantastic Four fans. And the first space mission scene was, I mean, I think obviously the best part of the movie, and they definitely nailed it.
Yeah, that part was sick.
Like the escaping, I guess we're not doing spoilers, but like the second half of the space mission was great.
So cool. Yeah. Did you like Galactus as the big bad? Did you like the representation of Galactus?
I think Galactus was really good. I think they did Galactus really well. I feel like it's kind of weird. I think I have a feeling maybe they'll come back. But like I felt it was kind of weird to do it in the first movie.
Yeah.
But they kind of did it in a way that like was kind of just a taste of it. So maybe maybe Galactus is coming back.
Yeah, I think
in a more serious fashion later.
I think that's probably realistic. I think they did fine with Galactus. He felt massive. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually represented him well in the movies, which I feel like they've been trying to figure out with the Celestials. They've had Celestials in other movies, and they just like feel like they felt even more massive, like in the Eternals, if anyone can remember that. But also, you're like, what are you gonna do with this? Like an Eternal, a Celestial shows up at the end. It's not Galactus; it's a different one, and like is there, and he's bigger than the planet. He's just like head floating in space, and it's just like, that's cool to see, but like, what are we gonna do with this?
Yeah.
Like, you can't fight this.
This is an animated show.
They kind of nailed the perfect size of Galactus to like be like, some comic book fans will be mad because Galactus is more
but
intense
it's not impossible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
it was cool.
Didn't they have Galactus at the end of the Avengers 1? Wasn't he teased, or was it Thanos only? I feel like Galactus was there too in one of them. But yeah, I agree. I think
they've
Galactus
never had. Yeah,
they've never had him until now.
I mean, they've had Galactus in the other Fantastic Four movies, but actually not represented. Like in the Fox Fantastic Four, it was just a giant cloud that ate planets because they couldn't figure out how to. They were scared to make a giant guy that's in space, so they just didn't.
Crazy that like Power Rangers could do that, but these guys couldn't. It's wild.
Yeah. They thought it would be cheesy.
Yeah.
And like they've shown like, okay, people they know now, like Marvel knows now, like people want to see it. Like,
yes,
for
sure. What didn't work? I have some nitpicky things I'll get into with visuals, VFX, and editing, but I thought that the false ending was frustrating.
I wasn't a fan of. So they come back from the space mission, and they have a PR nightmare. And I think the Reed Richards, the smartest man in the world, shouldn't have made such an obvious blunder of telling the truth so blatantly like he did.
Yeah.
It served zero purpose, and it just, and then, so one, he made that blunder. Two, I don't like the response to his blunder. Right? They're just, they had the same thing in Superman. Boom. Everybody all of a sudden hates
the turn. Yeah.
And I almost feel like it's more justified in this.
Yeah.
Because
the stakes.
If you put yourself in the footsteps of the common person in this movie, then it's like, oh yeah, why don't you do this?
But I don't know. In the world, are superheroes kind of like spiders? Like they're cool until they get in your way, and then you're like, fuck this thing. I never want to see this again. You know what I mean? Like a spider in your room can be cool because it's eating all the bugs and like all the other stuff, but then as soon as it crawls on your arm, you're like, nope, you're getting the fuck out of here. We're done. Like, isn't that kind of what?
I don't think that's a accurate comparison because
I don't think that's how the public would react. I mean, there's some people who would, turn on a dime, but like, I don't think most people would who actually are like getting their lives saved all the time.
But the people who would march on the streets and talk about it a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about in like Superman. What was weird is that like the video comes out and like 5 minutes later, not like a minute later in real time, there's an angry mob surrounding him and throwing shit at him.
Pelting him with food.
Yeah.
Even in our world, that wouldn't. Even in our like people would be like, "What's going on?" Like, give him a chance to say something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in this one, they came out at least, and again, like what Jay was saying, I did find that very frustrating. I turned to Taylor and I was like, Reed, come on. What are you doing? What the fuck?
Figure this out. There was a couple.
It feels a little nitpicky. It was very much like it had to happen for the movie to happen kind of thing, but it was bad writing. Like it was, it was kind of dumb. It takes you out of the movie.
That's the reason it stands out for me is because other than that, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, I think he nailed the fact that he is a genius without shoving it down your throat. I think they did a great job of portraying that without being heavy-handed about it.
And he also
so that's why that stuck out to me so bad, is because I'm like, he wouldn't say that.
He also like wears the crown of being the smartest person very well. Like it feels heavy when he is that. Which is what Reed Richards is from the 4 comics I read.
Yeah, because either everything's going great and it's the status quo, or if anything's not, he blames himself hard.
Because he should have figured it out, is his whole point, which is true. I mean, that's what we're saying right now. Any other moments that stuck out to you as like, lost me there?
I didn't.
I'm biased against the Mole Man actor.
Whoa.
What? How dare you?
We've mentioned that before.
The greatest actor of our generation, Paul Walter Hauser.
Nope.
Wow.
I'm
annoyed that I have to be like closer to Ben than Jake, but
it's because the first thing I saw him in was Cobra Kai, and I could not stand his character.
Go watch Blackbird.
So every time I see him, I'm like, oh, it's that Cobra Kai guy.
Go watch Blackbird on Apple TV Plus. You'll hate his person that he plays, but he's amazing in it.
I feel like
go ahead.
I was wishing for a little bit more of the Thing in this movie.
Did you want
felt
more?
Like the Thing and Johnny didn't have a ton to do.
Did you want more the Thing or more Ben
really
Grimm?
Love Johnny's subplot.
Both.
Do you mean as him being a person, or just like just not the Thing, but like the guy showing?
Well, yeah. So in the comics I'm reading, it's from the 80s. It's one of the more popular runs. I can't remember who wrote it, but he's struggling with the idea of being the Thing and being a person, and like the person that he's in love with, he doesn't know if she loves the Thing or she loves Ben. So I was wondering if that's what you meant. Like you want more the Thing doing clobbering, or you want more like Ben Grimm grappling with being the Thing, or like.
more of the whole package, more of Ben Grimm being Ben Grimm. I like the scenes that he had where, he's just being a guy, like the standard. And I heard it argued that that maybe the reason they didn't do in this movie is because he's the best defined already. Like everyone kind of knows who the Thing is, and they were trying to introduce the rest of the characters more
Sure.
and reestablish them. Like I heard someone say basically the Thing like is the only thing that they really nailed in the Fox Fantastic Four. Like they got him really right, whereas everyone else was kind of like not their strong representations of their characters.
Have either of
So,
you
like I get it, but I would have liked to have.
Either of you seen either of the other two Fantastic Four movies?
I haven't seen Fanforstic.
Okay.
I've seen both the Fox. There were two of them. Yeah, I've seen both.
I was like, yeah, I know I haven't seen all of them, but I know I've seen some of them.
1984 something movie.
Okay, so you saw the two Fox ones. You saw the Miles Teller one and the who's the other one? Some other guy. Reed Richards plays
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller plays Reed Richards in one of them, doesn't he?
I think you're thinking of Fanforstic, the like reboot that came like 10 years ago.
Yeah. You didn't see that one. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Got it.
No, yeah, I only saw the ones. I can't remember the name of the actor who plays Reed Richards. I know it's Jessica Alba.
Yep.
And
Chris Evans.
Forgetting Captain America's name.
Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
only those two.
What's his face for the Thing from NYPD Blue? Michael Chiklis.
Yeah.
Not NYPD
that's
Blue.
His name.
Fucking the FX cop show my parents liked.
Sure.
The ghosts are yelling. I don't know who it is.
Whatever it is.
How about the central story and the theme of this movie? Did you like the moral conflict that they presented and the way that they presented it? Or do you feel like it was... Bleh?
We already complained about like Reed giving away but like I think the central conflict itself is great.
Yeah.
Like it's a great way to give them an actual conflict that's not a, punch him up or how do we beat him. There was a solution presented, but it was an unthinkable solution, and they actually had to grapple with that.
And they grappled with it for a long time, which I like too. It wasn't like 2 days later Galactus showed up. It was like months went by, and they had to like figure out how this is gonna work.
Yeah, I think it was cool that they actually like had some realistic time frames. Like another just little pro to this movie is like it's not all happening in a day. They were like, oh shit, we got a problem, like let's solve it. And we watched, like we see this happen.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Written by Josh.
I like the fact that they obviously it was made very clear to them, yeah, we can't just go up to this guy and jump him 4-on-1. Like they had that first space mission. And then it was clear after that, okay, we need to come up with a different solution. So I like that part of it, right? It wasn't just how do we beat this guy. It was, like literally how do we beat him in the sense that we can't even come close to actually taking him down in a fight. So it needs to be a different kind of solution.
Mm-hmm. For story, there were 3 writers. Jeff Kaplan. This is their first big, I would say, title. There was also Eric Pearson, who also wrote Thunderbolts, Transformers 1, Black Widow, Godzilla vs. Kong, Thor Ragnarok, Agent Carter. A lot of Marvel stuff. Very Marvel-centric. And Josh Friedman, who wrote the story for Avatar The Way of Water, Terminator Dark Fate, wrote Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This movie, he's the creator of The Foundation. He's writing Avatar 4. He's done a lot of stuff. War of the Worlds back in the day with Tom Cruise. So, pretty solid. Actors, heavy cast, big cast. Pedro Pascal plays Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm. Ebon Moss-Bacharach, Ben Grimm. Joseph Quinn, Johnny Storm. Ralph Ineson is Galactus. You'll recognize his face if you look him up. Julia Garner plays Silver Surfer. And Paul Walter Hauser, previously mentioned, is Mole Man. Natasha Lyonne plays somebody in this. It's star-studded.
Yeah.
A brief love interest.
Yeah. Do you feel that everyone was properly given screen time, or do you think that?
I'm with Nate on that. I think like all the Fantastic Four absolutely nailed it. I
Mhm.
think everyone was a great fit for their role. I was finding myself wanting more of the Thing and Johnny Storm. Whether it, I'm not, I could use more action, sure, but also just more, just off-screen time.
Yeah.
We had like a little
Yeah.
bit of, watching the Thing, as he goes through his old neighborhood. It kind of seemed like maybe there was going to be a romance thing,
Mhm.
but that just
It
sort of
really
didn't pan out.
it felt like that actually was a thing and got cut or something.
Yeah,
Because
and and it's
they
weird because
it's
it's
a
like they cut the end, but then they left the build up to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, like it just felt weird. It felt really cut off. And B, they brought in Natasha Lyonne to be this love interest, and she had nothing to do,
yeah,
which just feels like this was a bigger part of the movie at some point.
Yeah, I agree.
Which yeah, like would have been interesting to see. I don't know why they did that.
I think everyone was good. I wanted more Johnny Storm because I really like Joseph Quinn as an actor. He's really good.
Yeah.
Visual.
I think they at least like gave him a arc.
Yes,
though. That's the
they
thing.
did.
Like that's what I felt was missing
Yeah.
for like like Ben grew a beard. That's his plot in this movie,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, in the comics.
People pointed out, they showed him being a good pilot, which was cool.
Yes.
They've never shown that aspect of the character before. But yeah, like Johnny got an arc. Like he felt like he was being ignored by and overlooked by Reed, and he got to show that he's smart and contributed and helped protect his nephew. Like it was
like
I thought it was a good arc.
The ultimate little brother arc.
Obviously Reed is the main character getting the main arc.
Yep.
And
Sue.
But like
yeah.
I really thought Vanessa
It
Kirby
is-
crushed it too as Sue Storm. She was awesome.
It is easy to forget that they're all scientists.
Yeah.
Especially the way that they treat Johnny. He was very like, as soon as he starts talking, they were like, "Oh, not now. We're busy doing science." But it's like, no, the whole crew was scientists.
Yeah. But there's
it's frustrating being a genius when your brother-in-law is the genius.
The genius.
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be tough.
Yeah.
Visual effects and editing. I have a lot of problems with some of the CGI moments. They looked so fucking bad. And
What?
a lot of ADR
I'm
was
very
awful.
curious. I always have trouble noticing the ADR, so like I'm curious if you have any examples. But the CGI usually I feel like I'm pretty sensitive to, and the only thing that I remember twice the Thing looked bad.
Yes, that was it.
Like
Yep.
there was once where I was like, "You are not there."
It was like it
another
was
time
a shot return shot.
Yeah.
And on the return shot, the background it looked like a blue screen. Like it was so obvious.
Yeah, it absolutely. It looked like worse than it looked like he was flat. Like yeah, it was terrible.
Hated it.
But that's the only. It was just two, and a lot of shots of the Thing looked good, but two of them I remember distinctly were very bad.
Yeah.
But that's all I can think of. Like I thought, like I said, I thought the space VFX were really good. I thought Galactus looked good.
I think the Thing, Reed Richards at times when he was getting stretched was weird. Like it didn't look. I know it's hard to like look like someone's being stretched, but it didn't look like. It looked very cartoony. And I thought that so the ADR was really took me out of it. It's like a whole different like sound system that they used. It felt like for some lines it would be like this person talking, and then they cut, and then they come back, and it's like a whole different microphone being used, and it just like shattered my brain. It just brought me out of it so quick. And there was like only 3 or 4 of them, but they were spread out enough that it pulled me out of the movie so
multiple times.
Yeah, and like so spread out that it like just kind of sucked. That part did. So I think it felt rushed. And I know that like visual people get paid shit. Their hours are awful. Like it's not their fault that they're under this huge pressure. But I think that if movie producers are going to listen to like us be like, movies are too long, let's make it under 2 hours, then also take like an extra 2 months and make it fucking great instead of this. Like this was bad. There was really some bad moments.
Yeah.
If you look like you said something in the middle there, your audio didn't come through for me at least.
Yeah. My audio is being choppy on my end.
Just ADR.
I can't remember I can't remember what exactly it was that I said then. But another part that stood out to me was the baby looked
Oh,
a little awkward at times too.
yes.
And to be fair, I think it's really hard to make a human that's full CGI, right? We're obviously going to catch that. You have a lot more grace with some sort of creature or a special effect or something. We're going to be extremely so I don't hold it against him. You know that okay, they have to use a CGI baby, but it was a little odd sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing opens up and there's like a CGI baby, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, it's
Well,
CGI.
I think I read somewhere that it was a real baby with a CGI face too sometimes, which is even stranger choice. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
This baby can't act for shit.
We don't want to make him cry. Music and sound, anything stand out? I thought the music in Superman stood out so much more. I couldn't tell you a song that was in this movie. And I listened to the soundtrack the other night when I was reading the comics, and it was like, okay, this is cool background noise. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know about any like songs, but the theme score, I've been going Fantastic Four like every day since I've seen that movie. It's been like 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
That was fucking great. And like they kept getting it like more and more epic as the movie went on. I thought it was incredible.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Just that one sting of like the instrumental with like you can hear it even when they don't do the words in the instrumental for the Fantastic Four.
So Nate has a Fantastic Four stim in his fucking back pocket now every time he needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we're just around in the house and I'll be in different rooms and go, the Fantastic Four.
Bow, bow.
Yeah.
Is there one scene that you keep going back to in your head from this movie that you're like, damn, that movie, that was sick? I think it's the space scene. I think we talked about it a lot. That whole sequence
the space
was
scene is sick.
Incredible.
Like
I also very frequently reflect on Ben cooking.
That was fun.
I just love the characterization of this. Okay, yeah, they also just hang out and live together.
Yeah.
And so just him cooking with the robot.
That was cool. I liked the robot too. He was fun.
Yeah, you'd have to like not have a heart to like the robot. I think.
Yeah,
true. You're dead inside.
True.
Like yeah. So the space scene, like actually getting into it a little bit though, like I really loved the action scene of them escaping, and showing just like everybody doing their thing. Like basically they're escaping and then you up the tension with Sue going into labor and like Ben is piloting the ship. They're all in like operation mode, like they're all trying to operate different parts of the ship. Reed is problem solving while he's comforting Sue. I think there's a point in there where like Johnny is like firing off against the Silver Surfer when she like gets into the ship, and then Sue turning the ship invisible to like
rope-a-dope
trick the Silver Surfer is like so good.
Yeah,
like everything about that scene. And then the black or neutron star VFX. We forget good. Like everyone like lost their minds in Interstellar when they like which rightfully so. When they like developed the actual software to like do VFX for a black hole, and now we've just got like a realistic looking neutron star in our popcorn superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
Yeah, that was cool. I agree.
Yeah.
So what did you score it out of 10?
I don't remember what I scored Superman, but it would be half a point below that.
I think you did 8 to 9 for Superman.
I think I scored it an 8 or an 8.5. So I'm sitting at a 7.5 or an 8. I'd call this an 8, even if Superman was an 8.
That's fair. Nate?
Although with time right now, I put Superman at 8.5.
Yeah.
Like you guys we keep saying, or you guys keep saying like you have Superman above this, and I think we have different like levels. Like I think I liked Superman more overall, like from start to finish. And then there were some higher highs for me. Like, the standout scenes in Superman for me were like the Mr. Fantastic scene, or Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific scene, um, a couple of the action scenes. Again, like I just enjoyed having a non-fight scene that was really cool.
Yeah.
Like the highs were higher for me in this movie,
Very
but I
Yeah.
do think I'd rather watch Superman again. And I think I gave Superman an 8, and I think I give this an 8. Like I'm excited.
I gave this a
Going
7.
forward.
I gave Superman an 8. Superman was my favorite movie of the year, and this is a 7. It's above Wicked, but below almost everything else I've seen this year. Not almost, no. Like, there's 3 movies ahead of it.
You need to watch some bad movies, Ben.
Yeah, for real.
But don't worry, I have. So where's your buy it scale? I would say go see it in theaters because it's fun, loud, big. It's worth it. Go see it in theaters.
Yeah, big action movie like this. You get the hype of seeing it in theaters. You see the post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's core part of the experience.
Big time.
Get your stupid Galactus popcorn bucket. That's stupid.
Gigantic.
I actually saw it and I was like mad. I was like, that's really dumb. I heard it was like $40 too. I didn't even see that, but
Worth it.
it's ridiculous. Madman.
That's a review of...
Go see it in theaters. I do think don't know when I'll see this movie again.
Yeah.
But probably I'll want to see it again before the next Fantastic Four comes out. So or before Doomsday, whatever.
That was our review of Fantastic Four, The First Steps. If you like this, check out our episode on Superman, the other big comic book movie of the summer. Like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments below, what would you give up to save Earth? Nice, dude. Give me them clicks, brother. All right, let's break down the plot. So, spoilers ahead. Sue Storm and Reed Richards are expecting. Aww. It's cute. We jump in 4 years after the four get their powers. We get a montage of what they've done, including coming to terms with Mole Man, played by Paul Walter Hauser, Jake's least favorite actor of the world. The four have been getting deep space transmissions, but in a language they don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. Skip ahead a few months, and Sue Storm is about to burst. Silver Surfer appears, which I don't think we talked about this, but I saw a couple TikToks saying that she has some of the best line deliveries in like the past couple years. Like she has that one that's like, if you want to stop me, you're gonna have to fucking kill me, from Ozark, where she like just screams it. And then the way that she says your planet is doomed is so good too. Like Julie Garner's a really good actress. She's great line delivery.
Yeah.
So Silver Surfer appears as a herald of a being called Galactus. She tells Earth to hold their loved ones because Galactus is coming for their planet and will devour it and all on it. Johnny flames up to Silver Surfer, grabs her board, and she says something to him in her language. Gleep, glap, glorp. The four decide to go up into space to confront Galactus. They shuttle up and faster than light their way to where the Silver Surfer's signature was seen most recently. All other planets where they saw it were destroyed. They get there just in time to see this.
I think it was funny. It like almost took me out of it because it was too cute with their retro future computers and them like tracking it, and it's like showing the old style like burt
Yes.
as like planets blow up, and it was like I was like, you could have invented better graphics.
It's like Atari. You're
Yeah.
like asteroids.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, when there is in the space scene, there's a point where they're like locking on, and I was like, I rolled my eyes. Like, it's cute, but it was too much for me.
It's the
I was like,
60s.
This is in a
you'd have figured
timeline
all
where they
this
didn't
out.
have Galaga. All right, this was amazing.
Yeah, dude. This is sick. This is pre-handheld Game Boys. This is 1960s, brother. I know they have flying cars. Okay. But, you know. They get there just in time to see the planet devour.
Analog.
Silver Surfer allows them to come visit after they are scanned by something that focuses on Sue's belly. They get off the ship and are confronted by Galactus. He tells them the only thing that will save them and their planet is the child. They have to give him up to Galactus so he can pass on his insatiable hunger to another celestial being, which he says the child will be. Kind of feel for Galactus in this moment, not gonna lie. Like not wanting the kid thing, but like
it was interesting. I don't think this was like really exactly lined up 1-to-1 with his motivations in the comics, but it was an interesting characterization to actually give him like he's like cursed
yeah.
rather than just like being a force. Like I think in the comics he's more like just the Celestials are just forces of nature and he's a force that devours. And this like he seems upset about it.
He seems like
wants to.
He seems like he was picked
burdened
to be this.
Yeah.
Like it was not his choice.
Like afflicted
Yeah,
somehow.
well, he flat out said, "I used to be a normal
Yeah.
being like you."
Yeah.
And now.
So I thought it was interesting.
I like that. The four say heck no and attack and flee. They are chased by the Silver Surfer. As they run, Sue goes into labor. This is the space scene we were talking about. Sue gives birth near a black hole. They get Silver Surfer stuck inside that they theorize will take her 1 month to escape from. And they did that like Nate was talking about earlier. She's like giving birth at the same time turning the ship invisible, and they're like getting close to the black hole and closer, and then like Silver Surfer gets pulled in, they get pulled out. Crazy.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Using some physics.
Yeah, man. Science is cool, kids. Stay in school.
Yeah, what's a black hole gonna do to that baby's soft spot?
Oh. The four, now five, return home, and Reed lets the world know Galactus's question. This is what Jake was talking about as like the PR blunder of the year.
Yeah. Yep. All he had to do was say, "Yeah, we went up, we saw Galactus. He's intent on destroying us. We're gonna try and find a way to stop him."
Pretty easy.
He didn't have to say.
We couldn't beat him up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yep. He didn't have to say, "Oh yeah, he says that he'll spare us if we give him our kid, but we're not doing that."
I mean, you guys
just leave that part out.
You guys wouldn't expect us to do that, would you?
So easy.
Yeah. So yeah, they let the world know that they chose Franklin, their new son, over the rest of the planet, which, you know, as a dad, fair. Everyone is now against.
I mean, also,
yeah, I think that the moral quandary of it is great.
Yes.
Right? They are the ones making the choice.
Yes.
And they are the superheroes that are the only chance to stop them anyway. So they're, you know, they know the full weight of, you know, essentially the gamble of it. And so I think it's great. I just think there's no reason to let the rest of the world know that option even exists.
No, you don't tell. Yeah. It's the trolley problem. You don't tell the people that you could have flipped the trolley the other way if you save them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean, it's a good, it's a good moral quandary. Like, I don't think anyone, like, it's great that it's a kid because, like, it doesn't just have to be a baby. Like, I don't think anyone would say, like, you should obviously kill a loved one to save more people.
Right.
But at the same time, like usually the moral lands on like, you would sacrifice yourself, but you don't have the right to like sacrifice someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And so putting it under them makes it like, obviously, like, yeah, like people abstractly in this world are like, you got to give up the baby, but like, it is kind of, I do think it's a little weird. I feel like people would have to deal with this moral conundrum in real life too. Like,
well, the real
discussion.
The real question is, would that be a form of abortion? So would half of the U.S. automatically be fucking vehemently against it?
In a less, you know, in an edgier movie, they would definitely throw to those arguments. They'd have it in a way that would make us roll our eyes, like a Bill Maher segment where he's like talking about how Republicans can't in good conscience support this.
Well, another thing that was never even brought up was, you know, will he leave us alone if we give him the baby? Right? They have no reason to trust him one way or the other.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think people might question it. I feel like it was very clear what was going on. Like,
yeah,
you know, he wasn't just like, give me the baby. He was like, I want to give up what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know,
I see an exit strategy.
So there's reason to believe him. Yeah.
So everyone's against the Fantastic Four now. Johnny is stuck on the transmissions and trying to decipher the language of Silver Surfer. It's kind of cool, like Rosetta Stone. How do you figure out a language? I thought that was interesting. I didn't know you could do it from like a couple words. That's crazy.
I mean, I think that's creative liberty.
Sure.
It's kind of a thing. Like once you know a few words in a language, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
For like ancient languages.
If you have months to figure it out.
It's creative liberties that he's a super genius, and he's also a genius and like figures it out very quickly. But having the words to crack the code is realistic.
I mean that is how they do it. I just question, does he have enough?
Oh yeah.
And also we don't know what those broadcasts are, right?
True.
Yeah. So in my head they weren't very long broadcasts, and I was like,
and they could
I feel like they were like just the speeches she gave to every other planet.
Well, and they could have also been
5-sentence speech.
Well, it could have also been weren't some of them the screams of the people that were killed? So some of them were in other languages, which he also had to like decipher out. So
yeah, not helpful.
Grimm is struggling.
I will say with this plot, like those my other little complaint. Like I thought it was cool him getting this plot and like doing this, and then the resolution that it's basically used to guilt trip the Silver Surfer a little bit to like win her to her side. I felt a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, can you really hold a mirror up to a Silver Surfer?
I enjoyed that.
Thanks.
Good job, Ben.
Thank you.
Like it's just like him cornering her and like being like, "Oh yeah, don't you feel guilty?" Like, sure, I guess, yeah, of course she feels guilty.
He was like the embodiment.
Impossible situation.
He was the embodiment of an internet mob.
Yeah.
There's nothing that he said to her that she hasn't already processed in her mind over and over and over.
100%.
Yeah. Like it felt a little like it just didn't feel impactful enough, and it felt a little sudden the turn for her.
I agree with that.
But what are you gonna do?
Grimm.
This is what happens when you have to do Silver Surfer and Galactus all together right away.
True. Yeah. There was another Herald I was just reading about that turned on Galactus in a comic book.
Yeah, cool. I think the Silver Surfer, like, that's kind of the traditional arc, right? For the Silvers.
Well, this isn't even Silver Surfer. This is some other. It's like the Fantastic Four teams up with Galactus to beat this guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
That's new.
Grimm is struggling to come to terms with his new looks and being a human while also being the Thing. Sue and Reed are being parents and struggling to come up with alternatives to giving up their child to save Earth. And then Sue gives a rallying speech about family to get the people back on their side and off Franklin's back. It's a cool speech. It's pretty good.
It was a cool speech. Again, then everyone just turns back to the other side.
I know.
It's like, okay.
These fucking
cool.
the metronomes of emotions are just fucking tick-tocking left and right.
Yeah.
So the four decide the best idea is to teleport Earth to a new spot that will take Galactus millions of years to find. Plot hole question for you all. When they showed this, I saw on the internet, didn't look into it any further than this. So when they showed the teleporter early, the egg would teleport from one teleporter to another, right? And they're building all these teleporters across Earth. Don't they need a teleporter where they're going to like receive the transmission?
I can't remember enough to say. I can't remember.
Okay.
I didn't notice that at the time, but they did have another teleporter. And it also could be that was like an early iteration of the technology.
True.
Like obviously his own technology advanced way beyond in that time.
It's fair. Very true. So they decide the best idea.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that this was going to happen?
No.
What, the teleport?
I believed it. Yeah. I was cheering.
I mean, it's classic superhero trope. The first plan's not going to pan out. So I was fully expecting it to fail somehow.
I expected them to teleport and then it not to matter. But I was
because he could just presumably. Oh, but he can't teleport right back.
Yeah,
I feel like he could.
Yeah,
I feel like he was nerfed for the story.
Mm-hmm.
He was nerfed for the story, but in this world he can't teleport, so I don't know how they would have solved it. And the comics, Galactus can do whatever, man.
Yeah.
Like he can do whatever they need him to do in the moment. He could definitely teleport.
Here you go. Blip.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought it was gonna work, and then I don't know, for some other or like something else was going to go wrong. That caused some other issue. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see
like
the
there's just
way
another Galactus in the other.
I didn't see the way it went wrong happening. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's. I was just curious. Like I was because I was kind of expecting this to be how they end up in like the MCU core universe.
Oh, interesting.
And then like Galactus comes with them or something. I don't know.
That would have been cool. Okay.
Like something about the teleporting pulls him because he's really close. I guess that's where maybe where my mind was like they were going to be too late and he was just going to teleport with them, and then they're like, "Sweet, we teleported, but he's still here." And like, yeah. Yeah.
So they work with all of Earth to get teleportation devices set up, all while Galactus nears. Galactus is now near the moon, and the four start to synchronize the teleportation devices to jump Earth. As they do, stations start going down. It's the Silver Surfer, destroying them one by one. She's on her way to the last teleportation station in Times Square near the Fantastic Four headquarters. She's coming for
Nice
Franklin.
of her to time that.
Yeah, just right when they're going to do it. Johnny goes to find her and starts transmitting the messages he's deciphered. He even speaks to her in her language. Keep klop kloop klop. We learn she was a scientist on another world of her own that she saved by becoming a herald for Galactus. She flies off, conflicted. Galactus approaches, with all hope lost for the four, until Reed hatches a plan with their remaining teleportation station. He sets a trap where they will use Franklin as bait and lure Galactus to the teleportation station just long enough to teleport him to the edges of the universe.
I thought this was interesting. Like, you know, the whole conflict is, do they give up the baby? And like, they're obviously not going to do it, but then they still end up putting the baby at serious risk.
Yeah.
Like, they do realize, like, oh, we do have to use the baby as bait.
Yeah.
Which is pretty brutal still.
Pretty.
I think it's brutal, but also like if they didn't, or if they lost, then the baby's lost anyway.
Yes, and I like how in this instance, Sue's been like against Reed even thinking about it the whole time, and Sue was the one that pushed Reed to do this choice. She was like, "This is the only option." So that was a nice little like.
I mean, they did have another option. Like at some point, the Silver Surfer's like, get in your spaceship and fly away. Like, save your family.
Yeah, but you don't save
like,
everybody.
They could have abandoned Earth. I know it's not a real option, but like they could have.
Listen,
say again, Ben.
They're not going to leave Earth.
I'm just saying it was an option. Like if you're like we don't give up the family. They could have guaranteed their safety by leaving.
Okay, Vin Diesel.
I know they're not going to do it, but
they could have just dimension hopped.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. They could have just popped over to another Earth.
Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious movies would have gotten on that ship and flown away.
Probably,
as long as all of his family was there, but not Reed Richards. Yeah. Galactus approaches. With all hope lost, he sets up a trap where Franklin will use his bait as Galactus' transportation station just long enough to teleport him to the end of the universe. They collaborate with Mole Man to get all the people above ground underground, so Galactus cannot hurt any innocent in his travels. That was a nice touch. I thought that was a cool little like, hey, collateral damage in movies that are from superhero movies, like ever since Snyder, don't matter. But now, you know, okay, yeah, there's a lot of people up there. We don't want them to get hurt. Let's put them underground. It was a nice little like touch they did that they didn't have to.
It's also kind of funny how they, right? Because they briefly showed in a montage like some of the, you know, of their other foes that had been fighting, but Mole Man was really the only one that got actual screen time and lines and all that. And it's funny because he's a wacky character, right? Mm-hmm. I assume that just comes straight, just classic Saturday morning cartoon villain. But if you like cosmic threats aside, right? He seems pretty capable. He can, you know, he just controls the underground. That seems pretty powerful.
Big time.
But it was funny, like, okay, everyone's dealing with Galactus, and also one of their other foes is this cartoony mole man.
Yeah. It's like when
So the juxtaposition of that was funny.
it's like when Batman in the animated series, one episode would be like going against Joker and Clayface and all these people, and then the next time it's like the puppet guy. And you're like, okay, like
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah,
Calendar
like,
Man ain't gonna
clearly
fuck
different calibers of.
We need to.
They're just dealing with whatever.
We need a C character real quick to get some energy back in this episode. Cool.
Yeah, they clearly are dealing. This is just a random mention, but it was funny when Reed first finds out that they're pregnant before they know about Galactus, and he's like trying to make everything perfect, and he just like arranges the sting to arrest all of the criminal organizations in their city all at once.
So good.
Like he's like taking care of everything.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Baby proofing the whole city. Classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Galactus approaches, and the four distract him while they switch Franklin out for an empty baby carrier. But it doesn't work. Galactus uses his laser beams to find out where Franklin is.
Also, just call out, like, it is wild that we actually see like Galactus walking around on Earth. Like
Crazy.
when they showed the trailer, like they showed the footstep, I kind of like scoffed. I was like, what is this gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think it was gonna work, and it works pretty well.
They did a good job. I'll give them that. Yeah.
Also, their plan would have worked if they had moved the baby behind, like just in a straight line.
Yep.
So as it stands, Galactus he turned to the right and walked off.
Mm-hmm.
But if they would have put the baby just behind, he would have had to walk straight through it.
Oh,
hey,
damn, dude.
Come on, Reed.
Reed.
Where'd you bring that, Reed?
Dude.
Come on.
Reed skipped geometry. He's really bad at pool. Galactus Galactus turns to where Franklin is. He grabs Franklin and starts defeating the four. Sue musters up enough strength to push Galactus towards the teleporter and gets him through as Reed grabs Franklin. I saw some people complaining about that. Like, how could Sue Storm push Galactus? And I was like, it's the, like, mom, parent, extra force, you know what I mean?
I saw her say that in an interview.
Yeah.
She said she was very excited for that scene because she said she doesn't remember seeing a lot of times, especially in superhero movies, channeling like the mother's rage.
Yes.
And that's what she was channeling.
So cool. Yeah, like
anyone who complains about that, go fuck.
Yeah.
Although she died. Like
yeah.
She pushed herself to the edge.
She did.
Just to push him like 50 feet.
Yep.
Like it's totally reasonable.
She gave up everything to save her kid.
And, and even that needed some assists.
She did.
Like from the building falling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it took
it was
literally all
fine.
of her life force. And she's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is. She's like
I think it's tough to tell because her powers are so invisible, you know.
Yeah. I did also
you
enjoy
don't see a gigantic beam.
Powers.
Yeah.
They say like she doesn't know the true extent of her powers because she never really gets to use them that hard. She never has to.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like Jean Grey with X-Men. It's like you could fucking go off someday. Galactus claws back out, and Johnny flames on to push himself and Galactus to the edge of the universe for his planet and his nephew. He's pushed out of the way by Silver Surfer, and she pushes Galactus and herself through the teleporter. Beep, 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 beep. Sue is down and not breathing as the four meet up on her. Reed does CPR with no response. They place Franklin on her chest, and he seems to reanimate her, bringing her back to life. I hated that part. I hate it.
Why so?
Well, it also shows that he is a celestial, or at least has celestial powers, because it's the same VFX that they have used in the Marvel Universe for his like eye glow. They've used that for other celestials in the MCU.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good shout out.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what the issue is of like what, just like that he's too powerful, or
no? I just wanted her to die. I hate the lack of.
Women.
He hates women.
I hate the lack of consequence in superhero movies. It's like a sitcom. It's like set up this thing, do the stuff. We're all back to the normal. We're the exact place we were before. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
It made sense for
they're
the
not
movie.
going to kill. They're not. Well, no, you just got to accept that they're not going to kill one of the characters.
I just in the theater, I didn't see it coming, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're gonna fucking do it!" And I was like so amped that they were gonna do it, and then they didn't. Like, all right. Years later, all is good, and the four are back at it with Franklin. Post-credits scene. We see Sue, Storm, and Franklin reading a book on the couch in the Baxter Tower, I believe, the home of the Fantastic Four. She leaves to go get some water, snacks, milk, whatever. Comes back, and there's a caped, hooded character with a steel mask on one knee talking to Franklin. And it's Dr. fucking Doom. That dude.
Da-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na.
The place popped. Like Stone Cold just came out in 1999, dude. The theater I was in went nuts.
If they hadn't been doing fucking press for 2 years, maybe it would have been surprising.
It was Robert Downey Jr. actually in the suit too. That's something the director revealed. Yeah. I'm sure that's an expensive thing to not show for no reason. Nate is turgid.
Ugh. No, I legitimately, like, if we didn't know Doctor Doom was coming like next year,
that would have been sick.
It would have been like, oh damn, but like they just gotta show you everything.
I know they blew their load so early with RDJ.
Yeah,
but that would have been a sweet reveal. You're right. If they were just been like, Doctor Doom's coming, get fucking ready.
Yeah.
If they managed to keep RDJ as Doom under wraps until a mask off reveal,
yeah,
but
been wild.
I think people would have been pissed. Like, I think it's kind of like when Sonic trailer came out, not in the same way at all, but like you get the reaction first and you check your pulse to see if it's right. Like,
that's what I don't like though. Like,
I know.
That's what I'm talking
it's
about.
So safe.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
It's such like a PR marketing move.
People would have known what to do with themselves. Like, you want to hear like freak out in movies if he would have pulled it off.
What the fuck?
And like, we're in this alternate universe, sure. Like, they could have done some hinting at like some other genius, like some technological genius, and then they like do it. I think people would have freaked out.
They did have in the Mole Man sequence where they talked about getting all the countries together and like giving Mole Man the underground.
When they were showing the UN.
Yeah. They had Latveria as.
I mean, that's not pointing to Robert Downey Jr. That's just Dr. Doom.
Sure.
Like, for anyone who knows Dr. Doom.
But imagine that, like, early in the film, you're like, oh, is that? And then
that also just would have been a nod to, oh yeah, this is also one of the Fantastic Four's classic villains. You know, like it wouldn't have necessarily spelled out to people that okay, he's going to be the the climactic reveal.
I actually thought that when the teleporter started going down too, that it was Latveria that like didn't turn it on or something.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And like fucked up the system.
That would have been sick. Damn,
for a second there. I was like, Dr. Doom's just being a dick for some reason. He wants Galactus to show up.
You killed my gypsy parents, I'll kill your whole fucking Earth.
Yikes.
I mean, it's good. Hey, read Dr. Doom's comics. They're pretty good. Pretty savage upbringing.
Yeah.
So that was the Fantastic Four first steps. Hope you enjoyed it. We like talking about it. And now we're going to do the next thing we like. Playing a game. It's called Fantastic Foursome.
Hey.
We're going to draft our own Fantastic Four type characters from the big screen to create our own ultimate fighting team. So this can be any person, any character from a movie or TV show that you want. And we're going to have 4 archetypes that we're going to pick from. We have leader, like Reed Richards. We have bruiser, like Thing. We have comic relief, like Johnny Storm, Flame. And we have girl. Because I didn't want to narrow down
the classic archetype.
Who you had to choose and what kind of person they were to be girl. So the draft order is Nate, myself, and Jake.
Is a woman, Ben.
Go for. I didn't say you couldn't.
Mine, actually, before the readjusting of the things, my leader was also a woman.
I didn't say you couldn't. That's on you for assuming it was a man. It's crazy. All right, so the draft order is Nate, myself, then Jake. Snake. And we're doing leader first. Nate has the first pick for his leader.
I was mad because
all fictional characters.
I'm not prepared, but now I'm happy because I get to go first.
Just
And
take
maybe
all
I'll
the
make one of you
time.
mad. Yeah.
That
No,
would be
no, no,
funny.
no.
There's no
Immediate.
chance you steal one of mine. Actually, there's a
Oh,
chance you steal one of mine.
oh, that's a bummer. I think it's probably not what you're thinking then, because I was like trying to think just like I don't have any theme. I don't have anything. I'm just like trying to think of the best people I can put in these roles.
Sure.
So for my leader, I'm gonna pick Aragorn.
Oh, Lord of the Rings
As soon
himself.
as you said there's not a chance that I picked it, I'm like, oh, that's not what you did then, because that would have been funny.
That's a really good one.
Jake's tilted Ben spelling.
Jake's
Saw it immediately.
What? Wait, what happened? Oh,
Like, that's
I
how you
spelled
spelled
Aragorn
that.
wrong.
I saw Jake's cursor appear.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Oh, it's only one A in the beginning. Okay, that's fine.
Aragorn.
Aragorn. I'm gonna go with Mel Gibson in Braveheart as my leader.
Ah, nice.
Just because I think if you ever need like a good speech to get somebody going, that motherfucker can deliver. And he got his balls cut off.
I think you need to name the character.
I looked it up. It's William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Yeah. I mean, he's the guy.
And he shoots fighter balls out of his arse.
Don't fucking do it. Jake, who's your leader?
My leader is Carlisle Cullen.
Who the fuck is
the
that?
patriarch of the Cullen vampire family from Twilight.
Oh my god. Go on.
He's a leader of the clan.
Okay.
He's a billionaire.
Okay.
And he has all the classic vampire powers. All those vampires have their own unique power too, and his is extreme compassion.
So he's like Captain America.
Right? And that's the whole reason that his clan of vampires is like won't kill humans.
Oh, interesting.
Is because he's,
So he's like
I'm like, I think
he's a Canadian vampire.
Yep, so I think that'd be an interesting pick. Plus he's got the money to fund this.
So I loved your pick until I remembered that the way I could stop him is just not invite him into whatever building I'm in.
No, that doesn't fly. The Twilight vampires, then they go out in the sun too to sparkle.
Oh, God forbid we sparkle.
They like got rid of all their weaknesses.
Okay. So it's OP vampires.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Okay, now I'm back on board. Jake, who is your bruiser?
My bruiser will be Glorfindel. Lord of the Rings elf. He had a very minor role in the trilogy, but he once killed a Balrog.
Damn.
And he's one of the few beings in Middle Earth that killed a Balrog. He died doing it.
Wow.
For his noble sacrifice, the gods brought him back to life even stronger.
Holy shit. That sounds just like my guy.
He was at the Council of Elrond when they were deciding who was going to take the ring to Mordor, and his name was floated. But Gandalf said, you can't send Glorfindel. He's so powerful that the enemy can just sense where he is because he shines so bright with power.
Sure.
That he'd be a beacon to the enemies.
Damn. That's good. I like that a lot. Glorfindel.
Yeah, beefy name, badass elf.
My bruiser is kind of along the same lines. It's from the children movie Moana. It's Maui. Because not only do I get Dwayne The Rock Johnson in my foursome, but Maui is a demigod who can lift fucking islands out of the ocean. He has a little hook thing that he can turn himself into any animal. He's badass. And his tattoos move. Maui's boss. He's my bruiser all day, every day.
I forgot about the animal transformation, but as soon as you said it, I was like, that's right.
Yeah, dude. He's sick.
Yeah, that's sick.
Maui's dope. All right, Nate. How are you going to beat an elf and a Polynesian demigod?
I am just going to go simple and go Hercules.
Hercules.
Keep it mythological.
Nice.
Yep.
I almost picked. I actually like my first pick was Achilles. Thinking of Troy, but like
His heel,
he's too. Well, no, he's just. I don't for the word bruiser. I don't like Achilles.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's too lithe.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed we get the new iteration of Hercules in the MCU with played by the guy from Ted Lasso.
Yes, I don't know if we will, but I hope so.
I don't think we will. I'm sad that like
Goldstein.
That's a losing team because I want to see him do it.
I know he'd be really good. I think
he looked great.
Yeah, he did.
I want to see a new Hercules when this new Odyssey movie takes off and they start the ancient Greek mythology verse.
The mythology cinematic universe.
Hell yeah!
I didn't know that Troy was apparently a box office bomb. This is coming from that What Went Wrong podcast.
Really?
I love Troy.
Never seen it.
I love that movie. You've never seen it?
No, I heard it's good.
Oh, we should watch the first scene of Troy after this.
It was $497 million it made. That's crazy.
Ooh.
That's how much it made. That's how much it grossed. Budget was $175. Right? Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, they mentioned offhand that it was a bomb. In the context of a producer who had produced it, producing another thing that didn't do well.
Got it.
I think it's great.
Yeah. It didn't do well domestically.
Stalling, comic relief character.
You just Google it like I did.
Oh. No, I'll just pick my if I'm just going based on your archetypes, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Comic relief will be Wallace from Scott Pilgrim. Just making it standing in the background, making catty remarks.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Can't do anything.
I think this
he
one
doesn't have any powers.
He doesn't need to, yeah.
Yeah. I think this one's cheating, so I'm not gonna pick him, but I wanted to pick Chewbacca. But I don't think Chewbacca's actually comic relief. So I'm gonna stay in the same universe.
You don't know.
And I'm going with Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, don't say Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, baby. Because
I almost said it as a joke, and I was like, too stupid.
He'll Misa Musa into some winning combination somehow and destroy everybody. It'll be awesome.
Taylor's hot take. We listened to the Star Wars of that Well We're Wrong podcast, and now we're watching them. And our take is that she thinks Jar Jar Binks is not that bad.
Oh.
In the movies. Like, honestly, not that bad.
She's on my side.
I found him quite annoying.
He's so dumb.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, who's your comic relief?
My comic relief, I want Sterling Archer.
Nice.
That's so good. Yeah.
He's hilarious, and he also has the most plot armor of any character ever made.
Yeah.
He gets shot all the time.
Yeah, and he
survives.
And everything always works out for him.
True. That's so true. That's such a good pick.
Yeah. Also good. Like he can still fight in a team.
True. Yeah. Well, in a team.
Yeah, he's kind of outclassed, but he'll make it work.
I feel like Glorfindel's gonna leave some fucking sweets around, and then Sterling Archer's gonna. Do you want ants? This is how we get ants.
Yeah.
Jake, your last pick is a girl. Who's it gonna be?
Who I was originally going to place as leader, Leeloo Dallas.
Leeloo Dallas. Who the fuck is that?
Of the Fifth Element. She's the Fifth Element orange hair alien.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yep. Extreme hand-to-hand combat. She's got super strength. She's hyper intelligent.
Nice.
And can control the elements.
Hell yeah. That's tight. What a great choice. I'm going to go with Ellen Ripley from Alien. That is like the first badass woman character I think I saw in a movie.
Not from Ripley's Believe It or Not?
No, believe it or not. It's Sigourney Weaver in Alien. Go watch that if you haven't seen it. She is incredible. She beats a xenomorph. What more do you want?
Yeah.
All right, Nate, who's your girl?
I mean, my mind kind of went the same direction to the first badass woman kicking ass in a movie that I've seen, which is Trinity from The Matrix.
Yes, that's such a good pick.
Oh, nice.
That's such a good pick. Yeah. I love that. All right, so let's go through our Fantastic Four here. Nate has a team of Aragorn, Hercules, Wallace from Scott Pilgrim, and Trinity.
Hercules.
I think it's that Hercules too, is what I want.
Oh yeah.
I have Mel Gibson in Braveheart, Maui from Moana, Jar Jar Binks, and Ellen Ripley from Alien. And the clear winner, I think, Jake, has Carlisle
In terms
Colon.
of power,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
If they had to fight, Carlisle Colon, the empathetic vampire. Glorifindel, badass extraordinaire. Sterling Archer, douchebag. And Lulu Dallas, who can airbend, which is pretty sick. What a game. I thought that was going to take a lot longer. You guys crushed it. Usually, like, when we had, like, casting back in the day, it took you so much longer. And now it's just like, boom, 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 boom.
I mean, A, we don't have to know people's names. B,
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
We also haven't done a casting in a while, so I was like, ooh.
Oh, we should do a casting. Next
Yeah.
episode. 2 episodes. All right, we'll figure it out. Speaking of episodes, thanks for listening to this episode today. I'd like to thank my guests, Nate and Jake, for joining us as always. If you're new here, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. If you do listen to Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review. If you're watching us, hey, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@rumandcinema. As always, we're going to leave you something to watch next. I watched Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix this weekend. It's not as good as the first one. Don't watch the first one right before you watch this one. It is the most nostalgia grab pandering thing you can think of. But
the weirdest thing to me
God
about
damn
this
it, was
movie
I
that
laughing.
I didn't hear anything about it till it came out, and then all of a sudden it was like
everywhere.
all anyone's talking about.
It was very funny moments. Movie overall, meh. But some of the moments were so funny. I enjoyed myself the whole time I watched it. So Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. Try it out. Jake.
So that was also going to be my pick. I saw Happy Gilmore 2. I agree that it's, not quite to the standard of the original, but it was still a very funny movie.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, it's free on Netflix. Let's be real. Yeah, everybody has Netflix.
Check it out.
Nate. And, you have Netflix, don't you, Nate?
I finally got Netflix.
Wow.
That's gonna be the start of my description.
But
Because I haven't had it for like 2 years since we stopped sharing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Has the densest amount of callbacks
Oh my god.
and guest stars and just everything that I have seen maybe ever.
Yeah. Chock full.
Just constant references and throwbacks and guest stars. Eminem.
Bruh.
All three. Well, I don't know if he has more. Has 3 of Adam Sandler's daughters acting in it.
Yep. And his wife.
Yep. His mother.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's good.
So
It's fun.
yep.
Not
Good
usually
movie.
it's not usually a good sign for me.
No, it's
The movie's gonna be great.
don't go into it for the movie.
No.
Go into it for the moments.
Yeah. That
Okay.
and also Wednesday season 2.
Is that out?
Ooh.
That's what they said, and then I watched 4 episodes, and that's all there is.
Mother.
Part 2 releases in a month.
Get out of here.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Recommended in a month.
Yeah. Come at me when the other episodes are out. Great choices. Love it. Nate,
Yeah.
follow that.
Uh,
Here's a YouTube video I
so,
watched.
Yeah. Finally got Netflix because there's just too much good stuff building up.
Yeah.
We started watching the 4 Seasons,
Ooh, yeah.
which is really good. Like star-studded cast.
It's like Will Forte, Tina Fey, Coleman Domingo.
What's his name from The Office?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's based on a old movie. Plot is like the plot of the old movie is 6 friends get together for 4 vacations throughout the year, and yeah, I actually don't want to spoil the second half of that sentence. Don't look it up. It's really good. We've watched 3 episodes. Like the first episode had me absolutely hooked. It's like great. It's older than us. Like it's like 50-year-old friends like getting together that have known each other their whole lives and like doing these vacations together, which is just like fun to watch. They're all really funny, obviously. And then there's a plot that really grabs you right away too.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The
So I
Four.
can't wait to watch the next episode. We watched 3 in the last 3 days.
Netflix.
What's that on?
Netflix. Sponsor us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The thing I want to be recommending, but I just want to give a call out, I think we're going to go see this weekend, is The Naked Gun.
Yes.
I keep hearing from every person in comedy that I respect that it's really funny and that everyone needs to go see it in theaters so it makes lots of money.
Yes.
So we're going to go see it this weekend. We just couldn't last weekend. But
multiple people told me it's not told me specifically, but I heard multiple people talk about it's like Machine Gun comedy is back. We're just like joke.
Yeah.
And I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good.
We gotta support it. We gotta go see it in theaters. Go see it.
Support your theaters. Support your friends. Support your family. Support this pod. Rum and Cinema. Thanks for listening. We love you. We'll see you next time. Special post credits. Ready? We forgot to read Letterboxd reviews of the Fantastic Four First Step, so here you go.
Ooh. I was so engaged. I was like, what are we doing?
Super secret. Not bad. Or you could just watch The Incredibles again. That was my favorite. That was my favorite one. Sue Storm was top of her class at Wanda Maximoff's School of Mothering. I wish mine was as big as Galactus. Who up stretching they Richards right now? Who up stretching their Richards right now? Why does Johnny Storm look like Daisy Edgar Jones? And that was the Letterboxd reviews.
Here's my question that arose because of what Ben was saying, that he thought Sue Storm was going to die.
Yeah.
Who would die if they killed one of the Fantastic Four in a movie?
Sue Storm.
And no, it would be Johnny.
Well, yeah.
That's what I thought too.
But Sue Storm, because it would be a bigger like emotional pull, especially if, like she gave that whole family thing about like her mom died in a car crash and like all that. It's just the ultimate setup for like Franklin's life.
Yeah. Praise be, at long last, my big hungry boy has been liberated from cloud purgatory.
Big hungry boy.
Hell yeah. Galactus. All right, bye for real.
Wait. No, you have to watch this.
Well, yeah, I'm saying bye to the audience.
No,
we're saying bye to the podcast. No, the whole podcast is to stay on. We're going to stream the first scene of Troy.
All right, love you, bye.
Extra bonus.